Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your Mercury retrograde reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. This message is coming out. Let go gracefully. Something in your life is calling for you to let it go. Let go gracefully. Whatever has taken place in the past, it is time to move forwards, and letting go will make way for the new. Clearing that space, guys. Whether this is a person, a situation, or an outdated thought or behavior pattern, this card comes to assure you that the new horizons are waiting for you during this beautiful Mercury retrograde. Yes, I'm going to start calling it that, right? I'm trying to not make it as negative, right? Trying to think of it from a different perspective, right? Because if we always do it, it's like, right? Here it comes. But trying to take it from a different point of view. So it's, we know this is about karmic completions. We understand that, right? Everything is karma. It's now time to get rid of these grudges, these angers, time to let go gracefully of these things that hold us back, that keep, right, burning within us, right? Bad decisions, karmic trenches. Okay, so this right here says it's difficult emotions, of course, because during Mercury retrograde, emotions are high, intelligence is low. This is why we have a lot of people who are going to be very upset. This is what causes a lot of miscommunications, right? So you want to avoid people who can trigger you. Make sure to proofread, your texts. Think how to speak to those who get triggered easily. And if it's you, then kind of withdraw, right? Because if you know that someone's just going to piss you off, it's time to withdraw, right? So that that, hey, I'm prone to this happening because so-and-so always seems to get on my nerve. And I just have this feeling that things are going to persist into the wrong direction, right? Because they trigger me. So sometimes we need to, no matter what, right? Not even sometimes, no matter what, we need to be aware of how people make us feel and how we expose things outward, right? So especially at this time, that's how miscommunications come, is from frustration. So this card asks you to listen to your emotions, and every emotion we have is necessary and important to us, even the challenging ones. Difficult feelings are letting you know that something is not okay. Learn to understand and love your emotions and discover how they serve you and others as well. Remember, theirs are just as important as our own, but we definitely want to avoid any kind of, people who are going to cause these issues, right? So definitely we don't want to start fighting with our loved ones or just starting to have any kind of havoc no matter what. Okay, so because it can get really out of control really fast during a Mercury retrograde, even more so than during those full moons and new moons. Okay, especially full moons, right, where emotions are really high. So gossip and drama, talking behind people's backs, is one of the greatest producers of negative energy, with the potential to affect not only individuals but entire communities. Make a choice not to involve yourself in this. This card also asks that if you are unable to find anything positive to say, then please consider saying nothing. And that's taking that back seat. That's taking, I withdraw. I have nothing to say. I'm not even getting involved. Right? And that causes bad karma. So the best way to get rid of karma, people have asked me before, so Goldie, how do we get rid of karma? Forgiveness. Forgiving them and forgiving yourself. That's what gets rid of karma. Getting rid of grudges, anger, time for forgiveness, time to let it go. That's how you do that. Okay. And then, of course, not repeating the same thing twice to bring it back, right? So this card is also asking you to what? Release the past. So this is really a lot about a past energy. I really do believe over here when it comes to this situation, that you're definitely dealing with someone who wants to return from the past or just has this way of triggering you, really wants to get on your nerve, knows how to push that button, and, or wants you to hold on to this grudge, keeping you within this fear, these anxieties, and these problematic, toxic areas. And pretty much it is time, universe says, to let it go, release it, so that way, we can get on with life. Releasing the past does not mean that we forget, nor does it mean that if something bad happens, that this was okay. No one said that. It means that we make a personal choice to no longer allow our history to dictate and shape our life, both now and in our present time, and within our future. Okay. So definitely don't want to be holding on to that your whole life. Why? Why? They're consuming a lot of energy that you can make new room and new energies for. Energy is not needed, right? So let's see what we got over here, my friends. So definitely there's going to be a lot of, I feel like this is, the reason these are coming up is that there is going to be a lot of gossip around you. There could even be people who want you to entertain in their gossip. Well, how are you going to get rid of bad karma in our karmic ties? We all have it. How are you going to get rid of that if you're entertaining it, right? But it does feel like somebody wants to entertain and gossip, or get you gossiping about something and try to bring you back to some past. Like, remember when Steve did, and then it just triggers you. You're like, why are we bringing back up? Because it's Mercury retrograde. The universe wants to know, are you still tied to these ties, these triggers, these karmics? Or did you truly let them go? Are you doing the same thing over and over again? Or do you really have a karmic completion? Okay. If you really want to get rid of a lot of karmic and just know and just feel and have that feeling, you guys, you can write it down on a piece of paper. Your grudges, your angers, what upsets you. Release it. Okay. And burn that piece of paper in a fireplace, barbecue, someplace safe. Okay. And let it burn and release the energy as it's cleaning the karmic past for the karmic completion. Okay. Guys, you want to do that. Otherwise, meditate, take a bath, wash it away, right? Pray, however, right? Use forgiveness, however it is. But it is time to release. Right now is a positive affirmations. Yes, thank you. By also using positive affirmation. Now, these are the self-care cards, and these are beautiful because they're going to help you stay calm in such a territory. This is Sagittarius season. It's fiery. People are going to be fired up. I mean, just look at the world around you right now. It was already bad enough that we knew that within our personal lives. Well, how would we not know that it's going to affect other people, or, in situations around us? People are fired up right now, right? That turbulence, those towers that came in that Scorpion season, those transformations, those changes. I mean, look what's going on in the world. Events are getting worse. It's not getting better. It feels like it's worse. Right? And people are getting steamed up or not using their mind because of, maybe high emotions, low intelligence. Yeah. And for those of you who are paying attention to the news, you probably know who I'm talking about. That was a very low intelligent thing to do. But we want to stay with our positive affirmations. We want to keep ourselves where we know we're in a positive place. I love thyself enough. Okay. And, to get myself healthy, happy. I am healthy. I am happy. Okay. So you do have be still, rest, be still, and listen. And this is a very good time to listen because this Mercury retrograde is different from most Mercury retrogrades that we have. There's always one or two pieces of a Mercury retrograde because of the zodiac sign that it's sitting in, that causes something different besides just communication, lost letters, internet going crappy, postponements, What else do we have? I wrote them all down, obviously, because I always do my homework. Um, Being fully prepared, getting rid of our karmics, right? Those are just some of them, right? Those are the norms, the norms. But this one's actually bringing in ancestral messages and spiritual downloads. So with having the be still and listen, it's like listen to your spiritual download, your intuition and downloads, or you really want to write those down, journal those down, right? And then your ancestors are coming up because they're trying to shift you. They're trying to bring you to the light for the shift. So you might be having weird dreams. Make sure you're using a dream journal as your ancestors are coming in through dreams, mostly for the majority of you, to have you face your fears, your anxieties, get rid of your grudges, get rid of your karmic things. And then, of course, you have the spiritual downloads and psychic uploads, which are going to help you with your intuition for moving you into a positive zone for your manifesting your dreams to come true, right? Yeah. So you have connect to your ancestors, which I just explained. I'm not doing it again. But it is time to clear your energy field and make sure that you have your little bubble going. Yes, it's time to bubble up. Put on your shield, right? Don't let other people trigger you. Do not allow other people who are negative and toxic into your energy. Make sure that you are, before you send that text out, guys, reread that. Make sure it doesn't sound like I could be sarcastic because I don't want any miscommunications, which could cause drama, gossip, right? And then you have reading theirs over again before, making sure you're not seeing it the wrong way. Oh my God, did she really just say it like that? Did she, or are you seeing it wrong? Make sure you see what I'm saying? Because we're all in the same space. We're all doing the same thing. So make sure that you really reread that before texting back something nasty because you think that we're putting you down or being sarcastic about a situation and you read it wrong. Texts are so easy to take. There's no real emotions, guys, I've noticed in texts. So they definitely can be taken the wrong way, especially when we're in a place of strange energy or not feeling very well. Things of this nature. If our emotions are too high, our intelligence is low. So even when you're too happy, sometimes you feel like, why are you trying to bring me down when I'm so happy? But they didn't say that. It was just because your emotions are way too high. So you read it wrong. So just make sure that you are, really reading these texts and then reading what you're putting back so that you don't look like you're being the one who's sarcastic, right? We've all been there. I'm sure we've all been. I didn't say it that way, right? But they think you did, right? So let's just make sure that we really ground ourselves and really, kind of paying attention. And Sagittarius season's pretty hot. So, right, fire energy, right? So can be taken so different. And that's just Mercury retrograde in general. So let's see what's going on over here, my friends. Muddy matters. Expense, save, cut costs, resource, plan ahead, make an informed choice, invest your money wisely. So it's a time to really watch your money and watch how you're spending your money, guys. Be careful. Watch your finances very carefully. Okay, very carefully. You want to make sure that you're not overspending and that, you don't need that thing where it's like, oh my God, where'd my money go? That's crazy because I just did a Scorpio Sagittarius, and that was theirs, paying attention to their finances. So you have that piece of Scorpio. So it could literally be a Scorpion thing that's going on, right? It could definitely be a Scorpion thing. It could say, you know what, this is what Scorpio's doing. So it could be a piece of that. I haven't done the Scorpion reading itself, but I'm starting to think if Scorpio Sag had that and you guys are getting it too, it's a Scorpion thing. Okay, so watch that. Invest your money wisely, and you have new beginnings. You will start a new job and life clean sweep over. Hit the reset button. There you go. There you go. Right? Absolutely. Hit the reset button. Limitations, fear and doubt limit freedom of action, let go of any worries. And it is, it's about letting go of worries. It's about letting go of anything from the past that gives you past worries, anxieties, whichever, whatever, anything that limits your beliefs. No limiting beliefs, my friends. Don't say, that's not going to happen to me. I already, you know. And if this wasn't a Libra Scorpio reading, I would tell you right now, I know a sign that would already be yelling at me. That never happens to me. I have those two people and that one sign that always, every time I give them something beautiful, they want to come back to me with something super negative. I'm like, what do you want me to say? You keep thinking that way. What the fuck you want? I'm trying to lift you up to change the way you're doing things. But if you keep downing yourself and keep saying, I'm not gonna, guess what? You're not gonna. Come on. Give me a break. Because I love my Libra Scorpios. I know you guys are like, that's not going to be me. I know it's not. I know it's not. But I was just sitting here thinking, man, that's why I was saying I'm so glad. If one of you do, though, I'm calling you out on it. Right? New job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Change is coming just in time. Okay, change is coming just in time. I'm more worried about the drama. You guys are the cusp of drama. I'm really more worried about you guys and drama. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of more shifting towards that. More than worried about you coming to tell me that you were not opening to opportunities. There's so many choices coming. Look at this, you guys. Don't tell me there's not something there, okay? Like I said, if you guys come to me and say, oh, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling you out on it. Because that would be so unheard of. Opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. Look at your option. This is the Seven of Cups. I mean, come on. You guys got so much. I get this new beginning with all these new opportunities. Just watch your drama, release your past, guys. Don't use any limiting beliefs. Your wisdom is right on top. That Libra is going to come right through for you to really shift the way you're intellectually thinking about things, even through your highest emotions. If you can balance your emotions and not have them too high, you're going to see a lot of intuition and a lot of logical thinking come in. No, it's going to be very illogical if you have your emotions too high. So balance your scales, guys. Balance your scales, because it says right here, the insight into the nature or physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. But this is coming out on the choices, opportunities, new beginnings, and saving money. Okay, on your finance area. So it's really, really about finances and then watching people who don't trigger you. Okay. Wow. You guys got this. I'm like, woohoo. And I know, and I see it at the bottom of the deck. I know, guys. I know. I see it. Exhausted, feel the financially drained, lacking viable options. It's time to recharge and regroup. And I know. I know for a lot of you it is. It's been very exhausting for you because you feel like you have no investments. But that's why I'm saying don't knock it. Because look, after the investments, look at that. You have the money tree. Look at that. You have the wealth coming in. Just keep going, guys. Keep going. You got the fruits of the labor with the money tree, with the success. But I know, and you've had a lot of partnership issues as well. And I know a lot of the partnership shit for some of you is the reasons why you're exhausted and why you're having bad investments and why you feel that, some of these opportunities are lingering. And I know, and for some of you, I do know as well that you also feel like there's a carrot that's being kind of, like you're a rabbit and the carrot's, being swung back and forth over your face, but you can't grab the carrot. But you can. And I have all the faith within the world for you that you can. And I believe in you, and I know you can. I know you can. And I would never say that if I didn't. And I'll tell you that right now. Because like I said, I have another sign that gives me nothing but angst and anxiety. Because every time I tell them they're going to do good, I get 1,000 messages of telling me how they can't. And it's like, I can't help you. I can't help you if you can't help yourself. So I know, and you guys, you keep going strong. I know what you're built of, I know what you're made of, and I know what you can do. And you know deep down inside you can do it too. Do not allow this Mercury retrograde or people who want to trigger you to say bad things to you. Do not allow them to get your goat. You know what? No. You shed them away. You're putting a shedding to this. You're transforming through this shit. You're putting an ending to this. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I'm letting it go there. Otherwise, this video will be 1 million hours long. But yeah, stop giving away your power. Right now, it says, stop giving away your power right now. Ooh, I like these cards. I have that, the fire that needs there, right? The fire that I like to stick right under your guys' butt. Look around and find some signs. The universe is speaking to you. The universe is always speaking to you. Listen. Oh, but it has to be still because your ancestors are listening. But the Spirit's always talking. You have such a bright light inside you. Stop dimming your light. And I'm going to tell you right now, do not allow anyone to dim your light. You know who you are. Okay? You know who you are. If I can say I know who you are from just a zodiac sign personality, not personal, but a personality of zodiac sign, I know what you're capable of doing. And therefore you use your voice and use that inner voice. So it says, what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Be very aware of what's going on during this Mercury retrograde. It is literally getting into your psyche. It wants to ask you questions. It says, are you ready? Are you ready for the shedding? Are you ready for the transformation? Do you want this? See, everybody, we don't want to just see Mercury retrograde as this dimming of our light, this, oh my God, it's terrible. No, it's actually a beautiful thing, because if we can get rid of our karmics, then we can have so much more. It's asking things of you. Just like when it's postponing time. Universe is saying, are you prepared to go get this job? Oh, well, I'm going to throw this traffic jam at you, and you didn't leave 15 minutes early because you weren't prepared. So therefore, you lose. Right? Yeah. So the universe is literally, you can say, speaking through us through retrogrades, so that we can be the best of the best through our own obstacles and challenges. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.